Okay, so I just picked up this new Metabo battery operated coil nailer. Figured I'd unbox it, see what's inside. Go ahead and run it through some tests, see what it can do. We got a bag, that's always handy. What do we got here? Alright, good. This one comes with a battery and charger. I assume, like most tool brands, that they'll probably end up doing a bare tool only if you already have, you know, a bunch of Metabo tools. Got an Allen wrench. Not sure what that is. Can't forget the safety goggles. Alright, so here's the tool. Beefy. First impression. One thing I always look for on a tool, any nail gun, is a hook that's been installed. You know, it's my one gripe with Metabo in the past, is that you always have to end up with aftermarket hooks. Obviously not Metabo, but this is a Hitachi. Boy, I've had this for a ton of years. For those of you who don't know, Metabo either bought Hitachi or they merged as a company. Or maybe they were always the same company and it was just one was Asian market, one was US. I'm not really sure. Doesn't really matter here or there. But any Hitachi / Metabo tool I've ever bought never comes with a belt hook. And I'm a ladder guy, I'm a roof guy. You know, you're always in tight spaces. You're holding material. You're trying to adjust stuff. I gotta be able to have this on my belt. So, I really like that. The way it loads looks, you know, it's pretty standard. You got an inch and a quarter roof nail here. Pulled it out of the old gun. So it's got a long feed on it, which is good. Until I start firing this, overall, looks to be well built. I like the rubber on it. I like these protective pads. The old school nailer also had that as well. You can see where this guy still gets pretty scraped up, but you know, a lot of my old school nailers, they have nothing and they just get drug across everything. I like the lock. I like that there's no safety trigger. I like that it is just an unlock. So let's see here if this battery's got one little bar on it. Let's see. I don't know, it might have enough life to do something. Just grabbed a scrap of 3/8 LP siding. That was a quick fire. You know, a lot of battery nailers, you know, you'll set it, you'll press the trigger and you'll hear it wind up and then fire. This was pretty immediate when I pulled the trigger. Okay, just got the battery back off the charger. I gotta say, I was impressed with how quick it charged. So I got full power. Battery indicator was blinking saying it was fully charged. There was a little juice in this battery, so I can't be certain how long it would take, you know, from completely dead to fully charged. Mine was about 20 minutes. Somewhere in the book it does say something about 30 minutes to full charge. Let's see what this rapid fire does. Alright, I'm blinking. That's pretty quick reset. That is a very quick reset. I dig that. Pretty useful function, especially when you're running shingles. Now, you know, just the nature of the tool, it's a completely different process. You know, you're not shooting air, so you don't have the same spring as you do with a pneumatic nailer. You know, as far as your professionals, your speed guys, you're doing a whole roof. I don't know how many guys are really using a battery nailer for that. You know, this nailer, you know, it's pretty nice to be able to run down some shingles and just bounce this guy. But I will say, even though I don't own a lot of battery nailers, I can't tell you how many times I've been in a situation where, let's say you've got a loose eaves drip that needs to be tacked down, you know, vinyl siding, you've got a small corner that's a little loose. Man, running hoses, electrical cords, or extension cords to get your compressor running. I don't own a real convenient pancake compressor or anything like that. I have a pretty sizable compressor that's mounted in my trailer. So for me to do a small repair like that, I've got to pull the trailer to the job, hook everything up, you know, run a pneumatic nailer up there. I got hoses, I got wires, I got extension cords. That is the beauty about these. You got to do a small job, a small repair. I can throw this in the back of the truck, and all I need is my material. One thing I do want to mention here is, you know, it does come with this tip attachment. You know, when I pulled it out of the box, I wasn't sure what this was for. It slips right over the tip, and what this is for is it's a gauge. You can see those little indicators to line up in the slots for your vinyl siding. So I don't do a lot of vinyl siding. I've done very little of it, but I can see where that is incredibly helpful. Listen, all in all, this is a great tool. It really is. It's well built. I like the way it feels in my hand. I am very impressed with the way it fires, both on the single trigger and the continuous nail. You know, the battery so far has been impressive. I do really like that. The only negative is the weight. This is not any heavier by any means than any other battery nailer that I've held in my hands. You know, it's about normal, it's average. You know, your battery nailers are going to be a little heavier. I like it. Definitely buy.